Hi guys, this is Aaron and Brandon, and Nolan's our cameraman, and we're doing the science experiment Mentos and Diet Coke. And if you all didn't know, Diet Coke is the best ingredient, I should say, or Coke or pop to use, or soda, if you would say that.
Carbonated beverage.
Or Nolan would say carbonated beverage to use when doing this experiment. And our ingredients for this experiment are as follows. Diet Coke, which we have 2 liters of. Mentos. And paper clips. We all got this for under $10, which is about $7.50 at Meijer. So now we're going to show you how to actually prepare the experiment. This is the setup for the Mentos and Coke experiment. Now, what you're going to want to do is take your paper clip and unwind it so it's got a slight curl on the bottom and it's got a long shaft on the other side. Then what you're going to want to do is take one of your Mentos and place it on the table or any other flat surface. Hold the Mentos with 2 fingers and push down into the Mentos so that the paper clip will become attached to the Mentos. Now, eventually, after however many Mentos you want to put in your Diet Coke, it should look like this. And we're only going to use 6 for the duration of this experiment. Also, you're going to want to take a drill or any other way that you can, unsafe or safe, I'm not advising either. You will want to drill a hole in the cap of whatever soda you're dropping this into. So that when you're actually ready to drop the Mentos into the soda, you can thread the cap onto the Mentos like this. So if you can picture this, this is the top of the bottle and the Mentos are in the bottle. Now, when you actually have it on the bottle, you're going to want to bend this so it's straight and let the Mentos fall into the Coke and then run the heck away. And that's basically how you do this experiment.
And now for the experiment by putting the cap on and dropping the Mentos in.
How does it work? How can you turn the Diet Coke into a fountain of foam with just a few pieces of minty candy? It turns out that there are multiple factors that contribute to this reaction. One of the major factors is the texture of the Mentos. At a glance, the Mentos will appear to be perfectly smooth. However, the surface of the Mentos is actually covered in tiny pits. These pits create tiny nucleation sites where the carbon dioxide in the liquid can be converted back into a gas. As the bubbles grow in size, they leave the nucleation site and form the famous geyser that you just saw. But this isn't just the only ingredient in this combustible concoction. What the candy is made out of also helps in the reaction. The gum arabic in the Mentos and the aspartame, or sugar, in the soda also helps in this reaction by lowering the surface tension of the soda, which in turn makes it easier for the carbon dioxide to change back into a gas. Here's a fun fact. Compounds that lower surface tension are called surfactants. Another thing that helps is the size of the Mentos. The faster it sinks, the faster the reaction happens, and this creates a bigger geyser. A slower reaction releases the same amount of foam, but won't cause as big of a geyser. Warm pop is also better, as gases are less soluble in warmer liquids than cool ones, so even more gas will be released. And now it's time to review the shenanigans that people will try to tell you about Diet Coke and Mentos. 1. Caffeine does not increase the size of the geyser. 2. Acidity of the soda does not increase or decrease the geyser size. In fact, the acidity of the soda remains the same before and after the Mentos is dropped in. Still, the geyser it creates is impressive and one of a kind. The Mentos' geyser is and will remain legend. Wait for it. Dairy.